Hey guys, welcome to Steel City Reviews. Today we're going to do a review of the amazing and massive ZT0300 BW. The BW, for anyone that doesn't know, stands for Blackwash. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about this knife. Confession time, this is still a one-handed review because my camera or phone stand hasn't arrived yet, but nonetheless I'm sure it will do soon, and then we can get a slightly more professional feel to the reviews. But in the meantime, let's kind of crack on and I'll tell you a bit about this knife. This is just my thoughts. I'm not a professional reviewer, so please bear that in mind. Now this model has been discontinued for a while. It was designed by Ken Onion in a collaboration with ZT, Zero Tolerance, and it's an absolute beast. I mean, it's an assisted opener, so for anyone in the UK, that means it will soon be illegal, if not already, but a slight push and it flies out. It's just incredible. So much fun. The flipper tab, you need no pressure and it just kicks out hard and fast. And that sound, I mean, I don't know if you can hear that. Hopefully you can, but that is phenomenal. So this is going to be a quick review. It's made of S30 steel. It's a big heavy thing. It's S30V, sorry, beg your pardon. A bit of a size comparison to kind of help frame the size and shape of it. So for some reason everyone always goes for wrap 1s and 2s, don't they? So let's do the same thing. So here's a wrap 1 next to it. You can see there's actually lengthwise not much in it, but size-wise, you know, the ZT is a bit bigger. This is the Rat 2. Absolutely dwarfs the Rat 2, which is no surprise, but it's just incredible. So, again, I'm sure there might be a few ZT fans here, or at least I hope there are. So, a few ZTs to kind of compare it to. Now, this is a tank of a knife, a big, chunky knife. Again, it just dwarfs it. This one, really love this ZT. Again, another fairly big size ZT. Again, just dwarfs it. So I think I'm kind of, yeah, you can see this is a big, chunky, solid knife. But, I mean, how can I put this politely? I wouldn't want to carry this, even if our laws allowed it. I wouldn't carry this every day, but it would certainly get some pocket time because it's so much fun. I've got quite big hands. I take a size large glove. This kind of, it works, but it takes a bit of getting used to. But it feels good in the hand. It feels safe. It feels secure. You can probably see it's got the titanium lock side, but it's actually got a titanium scale or liner in here, and the G10 scale on the outside. Personally, if I could change one thing about this knife, what would it be? It would be to have it as a full tie knife. I think it's just crying out for it, and also a deep carry pocket clip. Those of you that know me and follow my reviews and Instagram channel will know I'm a deep carry pocket clip pivot. But there you go. So to compare to a few of the knives that some of you might be familiar with, this is the Rikindra XM18, which is generally considered to be quite a good size knife. You can see it's kind of substantially bigger, thicker than that. So we move on to the XM24. Now this really is a beast, and let's just swap these around a little bit. So there we go. You can probably kind of see that the XM24 is a bit bigger. My hand's getting in the way. I can't wait for my camera stand to arrive, but it's bigger than the XM18, not quite the beast of the XM24. And if we really throw a bit of fun into it, the Spartan Harsi folder. Now, I think the XM24 is clearly the biggest, baddest bastard in the valley. Is bastard being insultive? I certainly don't mean it that way. There we go, so that you can kind of see some big knives there. Big, solid frame locks. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. So I'm kind of not going to dwell on that too much. Let's kind of put these away and out of it. So I've told you the kind of blade steel. It's an old steel. It's a discontinued design, but it's a good steel actually. Very hard and takes a very, very good edge. Ergonomics, really good. The pocket clip, you hardly know it's there. Ironically, it doesn't sit very well in the pockets. That's mainly due to the size, weight, and this clip. But I think it's designed so you can kind of lift it out like that, which is probably no bad thing if you live in a country or a state where the laws allow you to carry this kind of beast. In the UK, you need, well, I think you need to be as discreet as possible to be considerate of all the kind of sheeple that would be scared by seeing something like this. Value for money, you know what? I'm not sure what this cost when it came out. They go in mint condition like this. This has been a safe queen for about £300. One that's boxed and got all the paperwork and stuff, maybe 350. It's a lot of money. Is it worth it for me? Probably not, simply because I know I can't carry it or use it. I did think about taking the spring off so it wouldn't be an assisted opener anymore, but I think that would just kill the pleasure of this knife for me in some strange way. So there we go. It's the handle's lovely, the finger choil is just right. This jimping at the back here isn't too sharp. It's just good. You kind of feel that you could choke up, but this finger's a little bit, it risks getting cut. But you could certainly do it that way if you wanted to. Not that we really have much cause to, the kind of stabbing thing, but it's got this jimping here. If you were, I guess, in a tactical environments, you could certainly use it like that. The recurve, I always like recurves, and this has got a really good edge as well, even on the recurve. So, yeah, it's just a really good knife. It's big, it's solid, it's beefy, it's meaty, it's heavy. It's the kind of knife I love. But is it for me? It isn't for me, actually, and that really surprised me. Really surprised me. But part of that, I guess, is our laws in the UK. So, final thoughts on this knife. Would I recommend it? Yes, to a certain person, a certain audience, should I say. I'm not being disrespectful to anyone there that lives in a certain area of the world or maybe has a slightly different use for knives than I do. I'm going to miss this one, actually. I'm going to sell it very soon. It's going to be listed and hopefully it'll sell fairly quickly. There aren't very many of them around, and even fewer in such amazing condition as this. Money being no object, I'd probably keep it as a safe queen, but a knife like this needs to be used. It needs to be loved and worshipped and cherished, and I think it will make someone very happy, probably much happier than I am. So after hunting one for years and years, I got it. I've had it for a few months, love it, and now it's time for it to go. So I'll leave you with that. Okay, you can probably hear my doorbell ringing, so it's time for me to go. Cheers, guys. Like, subscribe, leave comments. Bye.